Good morning.
I hope you're well.
I'm doing well.
Great. And it's nice to have you on the line. I don't know if you've had the made time to listen to the minority and whether or not you think they have a case.
Well, I've listened to excerpts of their statements. I think I watched the video regarding Abinau Asari. Um, I have a lot of respect for her. She's one of the people I respect amongst the minority. I listened to Afenyo Markins' speech as well, and a couple of them, Kojo and Ponkruma and all that. Yes, so I have a fair idea of what they are trying to put out there. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you think they have a case?
Well, it is not their case. The case was made by the BOG, the IMF. So we must look at it from that point. Has the IMF got some case for saying that there is a 1.7 million loss made by Goldbod?
Okay.
And the simple answer is, well, the IMF is right. At the same time, the current accounting structure of what is going on will not allow the Gold Board to take charge or account for the losses they are claiming the Gold Board has made. Accounting are made up of standards, recognitions, and measures. And therefore, no one can say that on the books of Gold Board, there is any indication of losses. However, we must understand that whatever Gold Board is using to trade was a grant from government or the government of Ghana. And how did the grant got to them? Through the BOG, and it was a cash grant. The second thing we must realize is that the Gold Board currently is only a broker to the artisanal and small scale gold mines, with an aggregator who does all the collection and sells to them. Gold Board is trading at a certain dollar rate when purchasing. BOG is not allowed by its accounting to also use the forex rate to trade. Therefore, there would always be exchange losses on the books of the BOG. That really cannot be said to be a loss, yet it is a loss in terms of accounting. So here, what we are talking about is accounting loss.
An accounting loss.
Yes.
What's the difference between that and a real loss?
So, Sina, I ask you to go and buy something for me on the market. It is rated or indexed in the USD. You bought it at the forex rate, the forex bureau rate, which is, let's say, 12 cedis. But as BOG, my reference mid rate or 10.5. Now, no matter how IDOG is smart, like we are mentioning, 10.9 days and all that, we bundled around. My account, in preparation of my account, I have not utilized the money. So the money has not been actually translated into Ghana cedis. And I am supposed to value the money in Ghana cedis in terms of the preparation of my account. Then that 10.8 million will be valued at my BOG, not forex rate. So really there is a loss, but the loss is not realized. It's one of the losses we are talking about in terms of the 1.7 million loss, billion loss we have been bundled around. So that is purely an accounting loss. Nobody, not Kojo Ponkruma, not Abeka, not any of them can say for sure that those losses have been realized. And it is purely two different things.
I see.
The unrealized exchange loss and the realized exchange loss are two different things. In terms of accounting, when we are speaking, we will consider it as a loss because as of 31st December 2025, if we should value that transaction, it will be valued at a certain reference rate by the BOG and not the forex rate. So yes, there is a loss in there. And that is one of the things BOG is talking about.
And the interesting part is that even if you read the IMF's comments on this issue, they seem not to mention the loss as that of Goldbod. You are saying the accounting arrangement in place currently means that loss cannot be on the book of the Goldbod. It is on the books of the Bank of Ghana. But the minority is thinking that since the Goldbod is responsible for the operational part, they should also be asking some questions. Do they have a case?
Well, I don't know should I the rush into demanding some of these things. Because in the IMF report itself, IMF had indicated in the report that there is a memorandum understanding with BOG for them to exit stakeholder purchase program and solely leave that to the Goldbod. In this 2026, July 2026, unless the IMF is lying, and unless the minority did not read that portion in paragraph 14 of the report, because then it means that someone or both sides have accepted some of the risk should go to Goldbod. Now, Goldbod is charging us a fee. That's one of the issues to raise. The board is charging us a fees and what have you and all that. And also, Goldbod is buying gold at a certain rate, but BOG and between BOG and the off-takers, there is a discount. And that discount is also creating losses for the BOG. And we all know the risk with the BOG, with their capital base being eroded by some of these losses. So you see, in a way, everybody has a point. The issue is how you interpret what has been put out. You don't say that Goldbod has made a loss. That categorically wrong. But you can say that some of the risk that probably would have been best to be taken over the Goldbod, being handled currently by the Bank of Ghana. We should shift that risk to Goldbod. Let Goldbod handle the fullest of the operation of our domestic gold purchase program, which means that invariably Goldbod will no longer be a broker. Goldbod will be the one responsible to deal with the off-takers, so that BOG only become a recipient of the foreign exchange that will come in, so that they play their monetary role independently also of the Goldbod. So the rush and the craze of saying, "Oh, let's give Goldbod a bad name," I don't know the reason, because I know that for somebody like Abena, he should be the one to really explain this and understand the position of the accounting as stated by the IMF vis-a-vis what had happened with regard to BOG. I think that this shouldn't be a big issue that is going all over. Now, the next thing we all need to ask is that when Goldbod takes on these issues or these challenges, we think it's on the books of BOG. Can Goldbod be able to handle it and make profit? Yes. Goldbod will not be restricted by some of the restrictions that BOG currently will have in terms of accounting. And so those losses will vanish.
See.
And so I don't see the head and tail of this competition. There's no fire anywhere.
Okay.
I that yes, we all want to do politics at some point, but accounting does not do politics. Money has no color, and that is what they should all understand. It is either they don't really grasp the fullness of what has been put out, or they just want to pick an issue. And they have to discuss this as accountants. Then I think this issue shouldn't have gotten this far.
Nee, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But will Baleba help us? Will Baleba help us? They said they are signing Carlos Baleba.
For now, I have full confidence in my coach.
Oh, okay. So your confidence is in the coach?
Yes. And so if they are bringing him, I feel it is for a particular reason. And we will all realize it soon.
Nee, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nee's confidence is in the coach. No. He's saying that because he has confidence in the coach. He believes the coach knows what he's doing. So he will have a reason for bringing in Carlos Baleba. These people have more.
Yeah. These
people have gone and they've gone to
Manchester. No.
But you want to say see, look at the way he said it.
It doesn't concern him.
Very interesting. This is from someone you know, but I won't mention the name. Says, when auditors do their work and you believe the transactions are treated wrong, you speak to the auditors or report them to Institute of Chartered Accountants. You don't attack institutions whose accounts have passed. How to treat transactions are guided by standards. If you're sure the auditors knowingly didn't do the right thing in passing the accounts, you don't attack Goldbod or BOG. Okay, and let me read that again. When auditors do their work and you believe the transactions are treated, you speak to the auditors or report them to Institute of Chartered Accountants. You don't attack institutions whose accounts have passed. How to treat the transactions are guided by standards. If you're sure the auditors knowingly didn't do the right thing in passing the accounts, you don't attack Goldbod nor BOG. Like I said, I've withheld the name of the person who sent that. Then there's this one from Mansell Akpabli. Says, according to the Audited Bank of Ghana data, the domestic gold purchase program and its associated framework recorded losses of 5.66 billion in 2024. The IMF also reported that the gold for oil component of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program generated losses of $128 million. So should we also use the illogical logic of Afenyo-Makin and his ilk and say that MD of the PMMC and Baumia were responsible for these losses? The reckless Afenyo-Makin and his colleagues from the micro minority are all over the place like intoxicated elephants, engaging in vile propaganda against Lawyer Sami Gyamfi because they are envious of him and the success he has achieved with Goldbod. But no matter how they marinate the propaganda, it will not wash. It is very good that Sami Gyamfi are responding to their propaganda and exposing them for everyone to see who they truly are. Masola Akpabli said that he is aspiring to be executive member. And of course, there's Hadi from Pig Farm, who says, good morning. It is deliberate communication plan by the Nagging People's Party to, first of all, then the image of Lawyer Sami Gyamfi simply because they see him as the arrowhead that made them lose miserably in the 2024 election. Also, a well-rehearsed strategy to attack Goldbod and its activities because Afenyo-Makin and his Nagging People's Party realized Goldbod has been the backbone of this economy by making dollars available to BOG to stabilize the economy, making Honorable Atufosin run the economy far, far better. Afenyo-Makin and his Nagging People's Party don't understand why the CD to dollar is not hitting 17 and more, just to equalize their comatose economy they had under their super incompetent and substandard create, loot, and share family and friends Nanado Baumia government. No amount of hatred, lies, and propaganda by Afenyo-Makin and his MPP will bring down Lawyer Sami Gyamfi and the Goldbod. God bless Homeland Ghana. Good morning to Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. Good morning to the good people of Tripoli. Now, so these are some of the comments you've been sending to us. There are a few that I could go through. Let me say good morning to FOAK Kwashi and, of course, Kobna Spinters, who supplied the 2020 manifesto. I still didn't supply the 2024. So 2024, please remind me, I'll bring it tomorrow. The interesting thing is that Sami Gyamfi, who is CEO of the Goldbod, who today appear before the accounting, what do they call it?
Government Accountability Series.
Government Accountability Series. Yeah. The Government Accountability Series is a project of program of the Ministry of Government Communications, and of course, the presidential spokesperson himself. So they will do that today at 11.
Yes.
Whatever he says, we'll bring it to you. Like I said, we'll go back to what Pepra said, Michael Koblan Pepra said about how